This screencast is going to show you how to use Photoshop to put one person who is missing from a photo into the photo that you want them in. So I have a series of photos down here that I've opened up into Photoshop. I just went File to Open in the editor, not the quick edit, but the editor. I could also bring them in from my browser in Photoshop. Another thing that you might want to note is that my version, I have my tools floating. All you do is grab the little gray bar at the top and bring it over, and it'll be floating and in twos. So if your toolbar looks a little different from mine, but the tools are the same, they're just doubled up. So I have this series of photos, and the photos don't have all four of us in any one of them. I'm going to say that I basically like this one, but I want this person in my photo. And notice I'm picking the person who is standing off from the others a little bit, so it'll be easier to incorporate her into the picture. So I'm going to use the Magic Selection tool, or the Quick Selection tool, I think is what it's called now. When I click on this, let me bring this down so you can see the tools a little bit better. When I click on the Quick Selection brush, you'll see that I get some new selections up here. I want to make sure that I'm on the plus sign, and I want to make sure my Quick Selection brush is large enough to select a decent area at a time. And I can change the size at any time. So with my Quick Selection brush on plus, I'm just going to trace around this gal here in the photo. Now I notice it didn't quite get all of her, so I keep drawing, and I can let up at any time. If I need to zoom in, I can do that with my zoom tool, or I could do a quick zoom. Notice I have a couple of extra pieces here on her head that shouldn't be, so I'm going to go ahead and get the minus sign and click around here. Okay. And anytime I need to add, I click the plus sign. So if I'm missing a little bit of her hair there, notice if it's too big, I just bring down the diameter of my tool a little bit. Minus sign, bring out some more of this, plus sign. Once I have her selected all the way, I got to get her feet in there. Then the cool thing is a matter of just clicking and dragging her into the photo that I want her to be in. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my pointer tool here and click and drag her onto the photo where I want her. Now you might have to kind of look for her. She ended up down here. Then I'm going to bring her in. Now notice that she is not large enough, so I can grab hold of my handles and make her larger so that she's in proportion with the other gals. And there I have it. You'll notice that I missed part of her hand, so I could go back and get the rest of her. I think I actually dragged her in twice. So that's the process that you would follow to add a person into the picture from one picture to the next. If I wanted to put her over here instead, I could do that too. Now she's in our photo.